Magmula po rito sa Talisay, Cebu, we bring you the final match of Dynamic Herb Cebu FC here in the Philippines Football League 2024 season as the Gentle Giants host Mendiola FC 1991, also their final match of their campaign. It is, of course, the penultimate match day of our transition season. Bukas po ang huling araw ng mga laro. We do have 3 matches in store for you tomorrow. But of course, today we have 4. Isa na nga rito sa Talisay, Cebu inside the Dynamic Herb Borromeo Sports Complex. And of course, 3 more matches there in Manila, of course. And we bring you this final match for your Gentle Giants. This is their farewell match for this afternoon or for this season, and we all know they have already secured the second place finish for this tournament. Unfortunately, just falling short of the season once more. Kaya FC Iloilo clinching the title last weekend, and that meant, of course, for Cebu going number 2 in the season, even if they pull off another victory here. But luckily for them, it also means that they are qualified to the AFC Champions League 2 group stage. Yan ang kagandahan dito sa torneyong ito. Kaya FC and Cebu both in the mix for that, of course, regional tournament that features some of the best clubs in Asia. But for now, let's send you over to our pitch as we are moments away from March in, as we introduce formally our protagonists for this afternoon. There you have it, the traditional handshake for Cebu and Mendiola. Cebu, of course, in their fighting red kits for this afternoon. Mendiola, on the other hand, in the golden, it's like a light gold colorway for their kits, along with the white long socks. Magandang hapon po sa kanilang lahat, Pilipinas. This is the Philippines Football League 2024 broadcast is brought to us, of course, by Matchday Media. There's a good look at Mendiola FC 1991. And here is the home team, the Gentle Giants from Cebu. Will not be showing the starters on your screens, but just to give you an idea. Oh, there it is. Starting for first the visitors. Hamid Hajimari, of course, has been quite synonymous to Mendiola's campaign over the past few years, and you have some mix of both the locals here and the other reinforcements aside from Hamed, and that is the look for the starting 11 for Mendiola. And on the other hand, of course, it's only natural for Cebu to be resting some of their players already, and that gives a good opportunity for some of the other players here, as you see on your screens. Pafo Kursame, pansin natin, bumaba doon sa likuran. And Chima Uzoka also starting here for Cebu. Jun Badelik ang magiging starting goalkeeper nila rito. And meanwhile, our officials for the match, Samuel Mendoza is the main referee, assisted by Ian Christopher Salon, Michael Rojo. The fourth official is John Mike Masinang. And match commissioner natin, si Binibining Ira Ilan. Referee assessor is Jeffrey Velez. Moments away from kickoff. Gentle Giants hosting Mendiola FC 1991, the red, black and white. Of course, it's been quite an up and down season here for Mendiola, to say the least. Currently ranked number 10 in the league table. That's a good look at them. And they've had 4 wins over the span of their campaign. 4 wins for Mendiola, 8 losses, 1 draw. That was against the Army. Ang kapansin-pansin rito yung talo nila sa Loyola. It was a 4-1 defeat against Loyola. But they did manage to pull off victories against Tuloy, against the Air Force. On the other hand, Cebu just falling short as we are underway here. Mendiola getting us started with the first possession of the match. Decent-sized crowd here dito sa loob ng Dynamic Herb Borromeo Sports Complex sa pagsisimula ng ating laban. And gaya ng nabanggit ko, ayan, si Pafu just sliding doon sa likuran as one of the fullbacks. And it's going to be an interesting look here for Cebu. You do have Chima Uzoka in front. And si Saldivar dun sa kabilang panig as well para sa likuran. Si Rentaro Hama, usually a substitute, siya ang iniligay rito sa harapan, along with also Dev Remianic getting the start here for Cebu. Just some of the players to look out for. If you have been following the season, of course, Cebu, whatever happens, regardless of the result here, regardless of what happens to Davao as well tomorrow, it's going to be a second place finish for Cebu for the second straight league. As we all know, it was a 2-club race back in 2023. Well, of course, that was after United City eventually backed out of that season, and then Stallion, they just really struggled for some parts of that particular season. Dito naman sa season na ito, towards several weeks, napansin natin it was a 4-way race between Kaya, Cebu, Stallion, and Davao. It was very competitive throughout several weeks of competition, and then eventually, as we see an incursion here, it could be goal number 1. But no connection made there. Gaito Myland, by the way, has gotten the start here. Some Moranyo Huata mga ibinaba rito ng Cebu. Not part of the starting 11 anymore as we see a good look at how that unfolded. But Kami Hayato did just enough to bother itong si Kaito Myland, who run over some of the stats for the individuals for Cebu. But needless to say, it's been an impactful season, especially or particularly for the foreigners, for the Gentle Giants. So great work as far as the management is concerned. Of course, headed by Yur Tasi, just doing a great job. And of course, we all know the involvement of Cebu as far as their Turkish club affiliate Hatayspor is concerned. Sa mga mga nagdaang season, dinala nila rito sina Arda Chenker, sina Mert Altinos, and of course even the legendary and the late great head coach Mehmet Takil, also part of that club. First few minutes here, Cebu nakauna, send it back to Pafu. Up front, Myland and the Chima rather trying to chase. Going outside of his area is Georgie Grado. Siya yung nakakulay blue rito, light blue, or as they call it, teal para dito sa Mendiola. He is the goalkeeper for this afternoon. Now lots of space here, and again, no pressure here for Cebu. They just have to play this match for formality, but they will be in second regardless. They've earned their ticket to the ACL2. It's a long one here for Karsame. Sinusubukang hanapin ito si Myland, but good effort as well on the part of Mendiola. Now, if you're Mendiola, of course, Coach Dan Padernal, it could easily have been a better finish for them from number 10 to arguably number 8 or number 7. In that middle tier of things, it's just that Mendiola had some inconsistencies here. As we saw Demiroglu just taking care of that possession, preventing any trouble. And mabalik lang tayo sa Mendiola. 4-1 defeat against Loyola. That easily could have been a match that swung in their favor, at least on paper. And then they also had the draw against Philippine Army. That was a 0-0 draw. Nag-drop points din sila doon. And right now, Mendiola on the offensive. As we all know, Mendiola, although nabalita beforehand that they do have an AFC license, the status of that is right now in question. If I'm not mistaken, we will have to double check. It's good to see Mendiola. It will be interesting if they can take the next step and earn a high finish in the next league. Probably earn themselves a slot to international club play. But right now, Cebu has done that by way of the ACL2, and that's of course also in part because of Kaya winning it all once more. Back-to-back league champions, Kaya FC Iloilo, reigning cup champions as well, the Copa winners from last year. As this ball is taken deep into the left flank. Well, someone's down here. That's Jason Soberano. We'll see if we can get a good look at that. Well, 7 minutes have gone by here in the opening half. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagtutok, and do leave a comment down below kung saan kayo nakikinig, nanonood. Thank you for being with us and letting this match be part of your Saturday afternoon. Lots of space here for Korsame. Moves it forward, takes a shot. Just deflected Good initial try coming from, of course, the Energizer, pride of Tondo, Roberto Crosame. Great control on the second touch in particular, and that's what really enabled him to set up himself for a shot. First corner of the match for Cebu. Now we all know against competition, usually talagang Cebu is able to get a lot of corner set pieces just stemming from their offense doon sa harapan. But that time around, the ball just went out, giving us a good look at Joji Grado, player number 1 here for Mendiola FC. One of the longest, of course, most established clubs here in the Philippine domestic club football scene. Of course, tracing the roots to Mendiola, the street that is, of course, home to San Beda University, then the San Beda College, of the powerhouse teams in collegiate football. And you know, it's a decent pathway program, especially for players of San Beda. They want to take their careers to the pro ranks. Well, Mendiola has a home for them. Mendiola also, with a partnership with the city of Imus in Cavite. They play some of their home matches there. Now, obviously, this season is a transition season, but once we get back to that home and away sa mga susunod pang mga torneo, it would be good to see Mendiola playing in front of their home, which is right now doon sa Imus Grandstand. This is headed for June Badelic. Badelic, of course, so action for United City as well. And now playing his career with Cebu. Nakasampung minuto na tayo, just like that. It's 0-0 so far. Nothing to lose here if you're Cebu, if you're Mendiola, you just want to finish the season strong as well. 4 wins, 1 draw, 13 points, number 10 in the league table. 15 teams, of course, competing in this 2024 season. Lob inside. It's still in play. Yannick takes a shot, but tough angle really to beat Grado as he just collects. Again, a pleasant afternoon to all. Kani-kanina, Manila Digger, already just sealing that victory against Manila Monte. Although, at the very least, positive take away dito para sa Manila Monte scoring in that match. As possession stays with Cebu, it's been quite a drought for Manila Monte throughout their campaign here. It's just good to see them at least convert, find the back of the net twice during that match, as this is another shot, takes a deflection. It's pretty solid back four for Mendiola so far. Yannick recycles. Papu does enough to win it, goes to his left. More space here, Gadia, and now inside. As it just trickles in for Cebu, and that is goal number 1. Looks like it's Rintaro Hama. That's the celebration. Great build-up play. Just a short passing here from Corsame to Gadia, and finally Hama, left-footed strike. Paloba yun, and it just goes in. A dozen minutes have gone by. A great approach, definitely, by Hama. Palubong tira, knowing that Joji Grado is not the tallest or longest of goalkeepers here. And Hama strikes first. 1-0 now for the Gentle Giants, giving, of course, their home fans here in Talisay, Cebu, something to celebrate. Early match, early goal for this match for Cebu. You can expect them to, of course, keep on pounding that offensive place like that. They earn another corner. Guy from Ireland. I think he's trying to communicate with Chima as well. Hamid Hajimadi wearing the captain's armband for Mendiola, having a word with our referee. Well, he always tries to work out our match officials as Smiland sends this one in. Kore lobs it back. Malakas yung una. Scramble inside the box. Gadya. That takes a deflection. It bounces out into another corner set piece for Cebu. Now, once of course they have tallied that opening goal, the approach just changes a little bit here for Cebu as far as that confidence, and well, they have been playing together for quite some time now. Whistle blown here. Well, entering this match, gaya ng nabanggit natin kanina, there's no need to win. You just have to play it out. 90 minutes of good solid effort. Of course, you just want to end your campaign on an even better note. Cebu previously undefeated here in Talisay, and that was until Stallion Laguna gave them that brutal loss that really prevented them from having a shot at winning it all, as that was another attack. Nagtulungan lang doon ng Mendiola to fend it off. Although ball will not be controlled here by Razonable. Let's take a look at that one more time. Myland, burst of speed there. And just a save there from Grado. And then also the effort by David Yeboah. Para lang maging nakakailang yung angulo from the perspective of Myland. But this stays with Cebu. Cebu, sila po yung nakapula. Mendiola in the light gold. Once again, go to the left, and this one trickles in once more. A bit of a confusion there. Goal number 2 for Dynamic Herd Cebu. Is it Hama once more? I think it is Hama once more. Well, you can definitely credit that to Hama, although the last contact was, of course, with Yeboah. He was facing the wrong way. He just sent that in. Well, regardless whether it goes to Hama or not, it is now 2-0 for Cebu. How easily things can change here. And Mendiola now staring at a 2-0 hole just past 16 minutes in the first half. Not much offense either yet from the Brave Men. De Los Valientes. And like what we have been saying, it could have been a better campaign for Mendiola as far as just that middle tier of the league. Mga nakalaban na nila dyan. Of course, Manila Digger, you have Loyola, Tuloy as well. They beat Tuloy. Had a 4-2 win against Tuloy. Now Mendiola on the offensive. They get it deep into the right flank. It's sent across, but it goes above and out. Deep of an angle. Let's take a look at that one more time. And Badelik contesting that he didn't get a touch, and so goal kick for Cebu. Badelik taking the place of Yusuf Cekic, who has done his job for the Gentle Giants here. Hama just takes it away from Razonable. Great individual efforts. Temiroglu tried to send it to the middle to Kore. Someone steps in the way. Kore able to recover somehow. Oh, that was Mylan rather. And whistle was blown. Frank Behima ang napituhan doon ni referee Samuel Mendoza. Ayun, napatid ni Behima itong si Myland. And then some second motion from Myland as well. Peter John Banaynal iniwan din ni Myland sa pagkakataon na yun. Was trying to keep up with yung katapat niya there in the midfield. Saldivar just sends it back. Charles Dabao also part of this 11, by the way, for Cebu. There was a short pull that time around. Wonder if that was the late whistle, or that's what the late whistle is all about. Yohan Mbida definitely tugging the shirt there of Korosame, and then Korosame, of course, a little irked that it wasn't cold. Napagbuntungan ng galit itong si Mbida, and that's why there is a free kick right now for Mendiola. Hamed sends it into that box. They will just sail out. Masyadong malakas para rito kay Hamed. Minutes almost have gone by here in our contest. 2-0 Cebu. If you have just been joining us, Rintaro Hama in the first 12 minutes, and then 3 minutes after, another Rintaro Hama involved in that play. It looked like an own goal off a deflection. So whether or not, well, it's safe to say Rintaro Hama responsible for the first 2 goals here of Cebu. There is Dabao. Makita nyo kanina, wearing the captain's armband here. It's been recovered. Cebu taking their time. This ball is out. Chima just leaving it over for his other teammate, that is John Saldivar. Lalayo muna nila. Again, just no pressure here for Cebu. They don't need to score, they don't need to win. But naturally, as you play the game the right way, the openings will just come your way. Lob it once again inside, pero mukhang mas mababa sa pagkakataon na yon. And now it's Kore trying to win it back. Still Kore. Possession not over here for Cebu. Chima trying to salvage what is left. But in the process, Hachimadi held down, and so babalik ang bola sa Mendiola. Take a look at this. From the back, Chima. And you could see it sa kanyang muka. The reaction by Uzoka. Here's a long one. That is a good ball for Mbida. They send it into the box, and Badelik is there to collect. That is the first legitimate challenge here. Hindi lang napino yung timing, and Melvic Pitogo also hindi napigil yung kanyang momentum. Tumama bahagya kay Badelik. But a good direct play here for Mendiola from the back. Just one through ball para kay Mbida, and then he sent it to the direction of Pitogo. Ooh, and someone's been booked here. Wonder if it was both Saltivar and Pitogo. But the play was already over noong pumito yung ating referee at nagkabanggaan nga ito si Pitogo at si Badelik. Or perhaps an exchange of words between Saldivar and Pitogo. Tinaas ng referee yung yellow card. Humarap muna siya kay Pitogo tapos humarap din kay Saldivar before bringing that yellow card down. And so it could be both of those players. Nevertheless, we are into the halfway mark of the first half. Cebu with a 2-0 lead here against Mendiola FC 1991. Glad to have you join us. This is the Philippines Football League 2024 season. Broadcast presentation, of course, is brought to us by Matchday Media. Myland. Lots of space. Hama nasa kada naman this time around. Able to stop that ball. Masyado naman mabilis at malalim doon sa loob for Hama to even cut it back. It's been collected by Grabo. Ball sails out. It will stay with Mendiola. Will take some time here. Yeboah. David Yeboah, number 66. That's good for Mendiola to get these possessions here. Kontrolado ng Cebu yung porsyento. They just have to take care of the ball. Sadly, during that time, unable to do that. Cebu going over the line. This time they get it to the right side. Chima. Ibabalik muna sa likuran. Kore. Crowd favorite here. Temiroglu. Akyat ang mga player ng Cebu. Dabao. They get everyone get a touch. Saldivar sends it to the box this time, but unable to connect. There was Hama on the left, Uzoka on the right. They recycle. And Myland. Bit of miscommunication there perhaps. Well, no one there for Cebu doon sa right flank area. However, this is a difficult area as well for Mendiola. That's been the challenge so far. Paano nila itatawid yung bola? They've had that one good through ball come through. Now controlled eventually by Embida. They use some height on that ball. Pero hindi ba nakaka-transition ng Mendiola doon? Not enough players really in the midfield approaching the attacking third. Miroglu, Cebu's back four, solid as ever. Kahit sino ang ilagay. Bersame. Just the patience here from Cebu. Methodical, deliberate on their playmaking. They already have a 2-0 cushion in a match that they don't even need to win. It's really more of playing it right, ending the season on a strong note. Cebu, runners-up for the second consecutive league. Kaya FC, just that spell. And how close was it for Cebu this time around? 1-0 against Kaya. A defeat. Only Robert Lopez Mendy giving that. Luck of the bounce. Grado was there, rushing forward. Napuruhan pa. Bit of a sacrifice there from Grado. This was the initial ball. And then again, the luck of that bounce. And then Myland, of course, needed to hurry. Dahil nakita niya rin, papalapit si Grado. sacrificing his body to prevent a 3-0 scoreline here early in the first half. I think that was Frank Behema bothering that ball. But on the bounce, see this again, Kore. And then Frank Behema, it does take a bounce as Behema tried to intervene. However, napunta doon kay Myland, sa direksyon ni Myland. And fortunately for Mendiola, very fortunate for them, Grado was there and he was able to anticipate the situation going forward, going outside of the area. And for those of you who, of course, play football, follow football, usually mga goalkeeper, ginagawa talaga nila yan. Lalapit sila, no? Aabante sila so that yung angulo, yung nakikita nung kanilang kalaban na katapat nila, mas mahirap, mas maliit, mas makitid yung angulo kumpara sa doon lang sila naka-estasyon sa pagitan ng dalawang goal post. Football 101 right there. Ginawa ni Joshi Grado. Quick reaction time as well. 2-0 pa rin dito para sa Cebu. Mabalik lang tayo dun sa ating usapan. Napakadikit ng mga resulta rito for Cebu on the crucial games. Susoka sends it forward. Myland again dispossessed. But the pressure here is on for Cebu. More activity from those players up front, trying to disrupt Mendiola from getting it even to the middle. They win it back. Again, mabalik lang tayo, no? Against Kaya, it was a 1-0 defeat. It was just a 1-goal differential. And ang masakit pa dun para sa Cebu, it was Robert Lopez Mendy scoring at the very end of that match. It could have been, a scoreless draw. They could have split the points. And then just last week again, Stallion Laguna with a 2-1 victory over the Gentle Giants here in Cebu. Heartbreak once more for Cebu. And napansin nga natin, nabanggit ng isa mga colleagues natin, Stallion ulit ang talagang nag-dampen ika nga nung kanilang title hopes dito as Hama gets another look at this. Masyado ng malalim again, difficult angle to create something. Stallion providing the blemish para rito sa kampanya ng Cebu like they did last season. Although even if retroactively, even if Cebu won that match, kinabukasan na yung Kaya naman they won against Davao Aguilas, you can say it still went Kaya's way. Kagandahan sa Kaya, hawak nila yung kanilang kapalaran and they did perform and got the job done. That was Harvey Gayoso, by the way. Harvey Gayoso scored that basically the title clincher for Kaya FC. It was a spot kick from the penalty area. You see someone down, that is Kore. And good sportsmanship from his counterpart, Kame Hayato. And Davao also had a chance to equalize with a penalty shot of their own, but it was Walid Biru who saved the day for Kaya. Terrific save of a penalty kick from Davao. And Kaya just holding on for the win. That was again last Sunday. Ball forward, Chima. Hinahabol ng dalawa. They go inside the box. The connection was not there for Myland from Chima. Could have polished that a bit more. Ang ganda na ng alagwa rito ni Chima. And then he sent it to Myland. Oh, got fancy that time. Sinubukan niyang set up pa itong si Hama. Could have taken the shot already. Swerte na lang din ang Cebu rito. It's a corner kick for them. As we are past the half-hour mark of the contest. gives us the chance to remind everyone that Star Polaris is the official match ball of the Philippines Football League 2024 season. 33 minutes and counting, and now it's Devrin Yannick to take this. Good height on that one. Demiroglu headed it wide. That had the perfect height, and on that delivery from Devrim Yannick, one of the foreigners here for Cebu. Third minute of the match now. 2 goals. Taro Hama responsible for both of them. So the first conversion was Taro Hama's effort. As we see this replay, taken down was Yannick, and yeah, he did not appreciate that. Pero hindi naman pumatol, pabalik itong si Yannick against David Yeboah, and so a set piece here for Cebu. It's like virtually, it's like a short corner kick. But Yannick has to be creative here and poised. Delivers this one. Hindi pa rin makakuha ang target dito. Nevertheless, Gadia recycles. They go diagonal. Myland able to track it down, fakes, and now gives it inside. Chima is the onside. Chima, the shot. Cut back rather. Naturally, just tough angle there. Now Myland to back to Chima, and now Hama. Yes, the moments here for Mendiola. Hindi rin naman nagpapabaya kahit paano. Mendiola FC. Definitely, they can feel the pressure as Chima Uzoka, unfortunately, wrong timing. That abruptly ends the sequence there for Cebu. Sayang, natawagan ng offside ito si Chima. Na-excite yung Cebu. Binalik agad kay Chima. That was Devrin Yannick. Such a productive sequence, that last play for Cebu. 35th minute into the first half, about 10 more minutes plus added time. Gadia one-sided so far here. Cebu, good sized crowd here inside the Dynamic Herd Borromeo Sports Complex in Talisay. Just a few kilometers, of course, from the actual Cebu city center. Yannick once more. That will not be a penalty, but good effort from the back line of Mendiola. But it's really just anticipating those passes and preventing that ball to get too deep into the box. Not much contact either there. It's just the aftermath, a bad landing. And he will need some medical assistance here. Let's see that once more. Great quick turn there coming from Yannick, and then trying to sneak in from behind was Yeboah. That is David Yeboah, number 66. So it looks like it was the arm. Trying, he did try his best. At ang nagkasabitan doon, ito nga si Yannick on the right of your screens, number 19, kulay red, and that is number 66, David Yeboah. Both foreigners, of course. 37 minutes now. It's going to be Well, it looks like it's going to be a corner for Cebu here as we resume play. Another chance for them, the home side. Good height once more. The header is wide and out. If you have just been joining us, again, it's 2-0 for Cebu. Rentaro Hama scoring in the 12th minute. It was a high looper of a shot. It's a looping shot na hindi naabot ng goalkeeper and it went in. The second one, it was also it looked like a shot from Hama. However, on the intended deflection sana, yung paa ni Behema made contact with the ball and it was just an own goal. It looked like an own goal. Sigurado lang natin is that Rintaro Hama responsible for both those sequences that led to the conversion. It is now 2-0 for Cebu, still 2-0. Looking to add on to that. They're just running their sets here. The same way they execute this in practice. Same from distance. It is out. There's someone who can hit it from outside the box. It is that man over there. Player number 20. Masyado lang malayo. Chances have been rare for Mendiola on the other end of the field. Temiroglu, balik muna kay Jude Badelik. Jude Badelik in green is the designated shot stopper for Cebu. Yusuf Cekic, pinagpahinga na rito ng kanilang head coach, Memis Osata. He has done his part throughout the tournament. Goal kick for Mendiola, 5 more minutes in the first half plus added. As you can see on the background, lumulubog na rin ang haring araw. Starting to get a lot darker in Talisay, Cebu. The floodlights have already been turned on. We have 3 more matches tomorrow. This is the penultimate match day of your PFL 2024 season. And Maharlika Taguig FC and United City FC right now playing with Manila as we see Uzoka one-on-one effort here and able to control. That was a direct play. See that one more time. It was this long ball really that they just placed for Uzoka to manage. Arnica Taguig with United City playing right now doon sa Rizal Memorial. And then kanina Su Diao had a hat-trick for Manila Digger as they defeat Manila Monte. Mamaya it's going to be Kaya and Loyola, the latest chapter of their ongoing rivalry. One of the classic matchups in Pinoy club football. Kaya FC Iloilo and Loyola FC. And shout out din sa of course sa Ultras Kaya at sa frente. As looks like we have our first change of the match. It is Mendiola. Soberano has been replaced by Jesse Semblante. First change of the match here. on the header. That is out. It was Uzoka, easily the tallest man on the field right now of all 22. Now, Jesse Semblante is listed as both a defender and a goalkeeper. And Semblante, by the way, is from Don Bosco, known in Cebu. This is quite a homecoming for him, although he is playing for the other club. But still, this is, just getting that feel of what it's like playing in front of Cebuanos. So, grupong Cebuano ito, Semblante. And getting that citation, getting that those minutes for tonight. So, of course, got to feel good here as Gatia will relinquish some space here. Ang ganda ng ginawa ni Hamed doon, sneaking from the pack. Ginagawa niya itong si Gadia and then was able to absorb contact. Also did his part selling that call to the referee. About 2 more minutes here before the conclusion of the first half. Malapit-lapit ito para sa Mendiola, and so Cebu fittingly forming their wall here. It's a 4-man wall. It should be enough to bother Hajimadi. He can deliver it for a teammate. He can just be creative and send it straight. Kinulang sa Pectus. I thought that was the intention on the part of Hamed. But not enough. Let's see that one more time. Kung nalagyan niya lang ng mas malakas na side spin na yun, it could have been, a problem for Badelik. Nevertheless, it stays 2-0 for Cebu. About a minute of playing time here as well as added time. It is confirmed with our 4th official, who is John Mike Basinang. Time continues to run out here in the first half. In all Cebu, Mendiola did get a few opportunities, some set pieces sa kanilang harapan to try and create something. Mbida unable to get that ball to the intended target man. It's been pretty solid for Cebu here, although you can argue that this could have been a bigger difference or gap doon sa scoreline. Pafu, look at just how quick Pafu is. Although this is obviously onside. Grado didn't need to save that one, but just for good measure, as we see 3 minutes of added time on your screens. 3 more minutes before we wrap up the first half. Intarohama with 2 conversions for Cebu. The home team, though, able to get that ball quickly. At ito ang problema kanina pa ng Mendiola. Again, paano itatawid yung bola? They're not really taking care of that ball really well. Island trying to go inside. The cross is met. I'll throw it back in. Korsame. And again, napansin natin si Korsame andun sa likuran. He is now playing right back. Usually, he is the left or right winger. Right now, a full back. Still as effective, no? Usually, pag si Kursame naman naglalaro ng 7 aside, it's quite the same. It's quite the same role. Covers a lot of ground. Mula sa likod hanggang sa harap. Can be part of the offense. Can be disruptive defensively. Tebiroglu loses that one to Mbida. Great effort on the part of Mbida. They try to go direct, but again, may konting giggle na rin rito at tentativeness as Rasunable. Trying to chase that ball, but it was way to his left. Tebiroglu involving Badelik once more. About just more than a minute left here before we conclude the first half. Rintaro Hama in the 12th minute. The first conversion, just a looping shot from inside the box. And that was a great setup. Naalala natin, it was Corsame giving that ball to Gadia, who gave the ball to Hama. And Hama does the rest, did the rest. And then about 3 minutes after, Hama once more with a shot, what looked like a shot, took a deflection. And technically, it was an own goal, but still, give the credit to Hama for making it possible. 2 goals for Cebu as Gadia took the fall here. And medyo iniinda ni Gadia. Yan, he's a tough guy. We know Daniel Gadia throughout the years. And his build as well. So for him to react like that, something definitely happened. It was Frank Behema. No yellows here. Just a set piece for Cebu. Could be the last play of the half as well. So makikita natin if there's still a chance to add on to this lead. Already a considerable cushion here. Chima and John Ren Saldivar talking to him nearby. Chima Uzoka, one of the leading goal scorers here. Sa Moranyo Hawatam, siya ang hindi nagsimula ng laro rito para sa Cebu. Another of those speedsters and combo players for Coach Meme Suzata. Marius Core and Chima Uzoka ang kombinasyon rito along with Hama. And Yannick, here's Chima. Shot on goal, that one deflected. And no rebounds there. Great effort on the part of Grado to preserve the scoreline, and that is the halftime whistle as well. You gotta give it to this kid. Look at that. A shot on target for Uzoka, and just using basically one hand para kay Grado, and that is the end of the first half, folks. It's a 2-0 cushion for Cebu as we enter this break. Rintaro Hama responsible for both of them, one his own and another technically an own goal, but nevertheless a cushion here for Cebu as we enter the break. We will leave you the first half highlights as we head into this break. This is the Philippines Football League 2024.
PFL.org.ph for more details on the Philippines Football League. The passion, the power, PFL on the rise.
down on the ground, but I hate it, being jealous, cause I'm the right in their minds. In their minds, screw up with me, boy, don't go right in their minds. Come on, at me, boy, there's a fight in their minds.
Football teaches us how to win, as well as how to accept defeat gracefully. Then go on to do our best in the next game. Follow this trail, boys. Let your opponents and teammates remember your name. Let play a role in the future of football.
With Kelme, leave your mark.
Always try to put me down on the ground, but I hate it, being jealous, cause I'm the right in their minds. In their minds, screw up with me, boy, don't go right in their minds. Come on, at me, boy, there's a fight in their minds.
Football teaches us how to win, as well as how to accept defeat gracefully. Then go on to do our best in the next game. Follow this trail, boys. Let your opponents and teammates remember your name. Let play a role in the future of football.
With Kelme, leave your mark.
All mo ko si mo wide. Bakon lang. Pina. Oh, pina. Ay katong gaan ba? Ano ba kung pinan? Oh, nani? Kita kayo. Zoom. Sir, pagtanaw pag zoom. Kaya pag okay. Kaya okay na to. Yeah. Pizza. Tarong. Vamos. Play. Zoom. Post niya, nabi akong crush niya. Crush. Picturean sila ko mga players.
People always try to put me down on the ground, but I always be jealous cause I'm the right in their minds. In their minds, swear with me, boy, don't go cry. In their minds, come on at me, boy, there's a fight. In their minds. In their minds, swear with me, boy, don't go cry. In their minds, come on at me, boy, there's a fight. In their minds.
We are moments away from the start of the second half here. Nagbabalik po tayo dito sa loob ng Dynamic Herb Bermeo Sports Complex in Talisay, Cebu, where as it stands, the home team, the Gentle Giants, your Cebu FC, holding a 2-0 cushion against, of course, the visiting Mendiola FC 1991. Magandang gabi na po sa kanilang lahat. Levi Verora on the call alongside, of course, ang lahat ng bumubuo ng Match Day Media to provide you this broadcast presentation. And ang score nga natin on your screens 2-0. If you have been following this match, nakita nyo kanina sa ating halftime break yung highlights. Rintaro Hama with the 2 goals. Well, 1 goal credited to him, the other technically offside. That is the cushion right now for Cebu. Entering this match, Cebu didn't really need to really win this at all. It will not change the final positioning. Kaya, the champions, they clinched last week. Cebu, number 2, already a ticket to the ACL 2. Moments away from the start of the second half. Looks like no changes here for Cebu. And here we go. Now we see Glenn Ramos check that. Glenn Ramos part of the 11. Just confirm with our stadium announcer kung sino ang pinalitan. That's at least one change. You still see some of the suspects from the first half for Cebu's offense in particular. Opening moments of the second half. June Badelic will also call it an afternoon ace. Villanueva, the third string keeper, now seeing action here. So hati sila ni June Badelic dito. Just giving everyone, that share of the field. 45 minutes here for Ace Villanueva. He has been with Cebu since that one season where they had to play that small bubble cup tournament. Also hearing a change here for Mendiola, as we saw Saldivar and the opposing player, that is Mohebizade. Sayed Mohebizade, kapapasok lang also part of the substitute. Payo Salan also entering. Si Payo, Kenneth Payo Salan, now part of the 11 here for Mendiola. Ang umupo rito para sa Mendiola, para kay Coach Dan Badernal, na Peter John Banaynal at si David Yeboa. So yun yung dalawang player na inupo na rito ng Mendiola FC sa pagsisimula ng ating second half, as that is obviously a whistle. Kentaro Miyagi also inserted here for Cebu. Couple of substitutions left and right here. Hajimari, good height on that one, and the header. You could just hear the collective gasp of the fans here inside Dynamic Herb Borromeo. First of all, great setup by Hamed. Perfect height para makita yung kanyang compatriot, si Syed Mohebizade. And they earn another corner here. Great start for Mendiola. That's the way you want to start. Deflection by Ace Villanueva. Maagang nasubukan itong si Ace Villanueva. Nasa-challenge agad rito. That's another foul here for Cebu. This time it's Glenn Ramos. So opposite of how they managed and controlled the first half. Totally different second half here para sa Cebu. And mind you, this is just a two goal cushion here, or difference. Marami pang pwede mangyari rito. It could have been just a 1-0 lead kung tutuusin, had it not been for that own goal. Mendiola trying to make it interesting here. By the way, also Ali Gamlouche has also been inserted here. The 3 changes apparently for Mendiola. Also 3 changes as well for Dynamic Herb Cebu. Ace Villanueva, you have Kentaro Miyagi, and Glenn Ramos all entering. And perhaps hinahanap ninyo sina Abusi, sina Rhino Gutierrez, Saboranyo Huatam, Yusuf Cekic. Well, they're all listed as substitutes, but of course, pahinga na Hajimadi, and that one grabbed by Villanueva. Great effort, solid sequence that time for Ace Villanueva, getting himself involved. Some deflection, and then that one, he also got help from back 4, no doubt. Interesting first 5 minutes of the second half here, as this one is the through wall for Kaito Melland, and Melland beat the defense and the keeper just like that. 3-0 Cebu. Even more comfortable cushion for the home side. Just when we were saying Mendiola Trying to change the complexion of this one. Oh, glorious setup there. It's one-on-one. Right to Milan beating his counterpart, Kami Hayato. And he sends one home. Looks like that was Korsame also delivering that pass to him. Right to Milan, goal number 3 of this match. And this is live. This is the live picture already. We're going to replay again. Cebu on the offensive. This is going to be an obvious whistle for Hama. He apologizes right away to Georgie Grado. Here's what happened. So here's the pass. It took a deflection, and then Hama trying to keep it in play. Well, from that vantage point, last touch ng Mendiola, Hama could have just let it sail out. Nakukuha sana nila yung pabalik. Just instinct at the moment. 52nd minute. A lot of football left here. Here Mendiola, makabawi man lang ng isa. That's the immediate goal. And then you take it from there. Lots of new entrants to this match. Sa pagsimula ng ating second half, fresher legs try to make that happen. Meanwhile, Glenn Ramos can also facilitate for Cebu. That time, not sure who the target was. Now Milan just takes it away. And Milan once more in a position for Same. Goal number 4, Cebu. Back to back for Same and Milan. Give and take here. Taking pasa kanina, and now this time Milan could have gone with Hama, could have gone with Same. Either way, it's a conversion now for Cebu. 4-0 for Gentle Giants, just like that. Nabaliwala yung okay sanang panimula ng Mendiola dito sa ating second half when they got that free kick, and also the sequence that preceded that. Bigla na lang, all of a sudden it's 4-0, just like that. Gaito Island in the 50th for Same. Ajimadi subukan makanako ng isa, but it is wide. Did have a bit of room. I wonder if it was a deflection. No, it's not. Although Mendiola able to take it back. Not for long, as Tabao is able to collect, and now Milan has no one to beat. Milan, could this be goal number 5? Last minute desperate defending for Frank Behema prevents further trouble. But look at this once again, way ahead of the pack. Not really contact there from Behema. Probably too fast for his own good. It was Milan during that time. Nakita natin si Korsame nasa kaliwa rin niya, and then Hama doon naman sa kanan. Showing no signs of fatigue at all itong mga nasa harapan ng Cebu. Ramos able to delay this offensive. Payosalan will restart. Now he gives it to Hayato. To the middle. Oh, you should be really sharper than that if you're Mendiola. As Ace Villanueva fakes the long ball, sends it to the left side instead. Already the second keeper for the evening for Cebu. Ang nagsimula po ng larong ito ay si Jun Badelik in front. And that forces Grabo to commit. He will have to recover. But for a moment, Mendiola did not have the keeper in between the sticks. The ball still in play. Testing moment that time around. 56th minute now. The pace is just picked up here, particularly for Cebu, who's trying to add on to the total here. Against, an opponent na alam nilang they can really outwit and outplay. And this was the sequence earlier. Tarohama beating itong Sigrado, who had to go outside of the goal area. Luckily for them, Keith Edulan was there. Si Keith Edulan yung nagsilbing last line para sa Mendiola. It has gotten intense here, folks, and let's also remember kung kayo yung nagugutom while you're watching this match, might as well grab an 8-cut burger. Island recovers, sends it to the middle. Kore, third part of the 11. Kore, it is deflected by Grado. Another great save here for Georgie Grado. As Cebu continues to pour it on. That was on target as well. No other recourse there for Grado but to poke it away. Corner set piece earned by Cebu. Closing in to the 1 hour mark of the contest. Delivery eventually captured by Grado. You gotta give it to this young man again, as what I mentioned earlier. Not an easy task at all. At tandaan natin, Bosco Garelli was 16-2. Cebu at full strength, of course, can really just pour it on, convert a ton of goals in a span of a few moments. Kadalasan, mga back-to-back or 3 in a row stretches ng Cebu against opponents na alam nilang kaya nilang i-outclass. Pupunta muna sila sa kaliwa. Saldivar lobs it inside the connection. Recycled. Ramos. Mylan again. That one above the bar and out. There's the initial connection intended for Hama, and this one just goes out para kay Mylan. Cebu just dialing up the volume of their attempts here in the past 10 minutes or so, and it's really a pressure cooker situation for Mendiola. Hirap na hirap ang depensa rito ng Mendiola, and they can't also get that ball out of that final third. Now the Bao will send it to Villanueva. What a luxury here for Cebu to have, Villanueva, Badelik, and of course Cekic. 3 impressive, capable shot stoppers. Saldivar one-on-one against Payo. Here's the cross. No connection made so far. Cebu still with it inside the box, and finally Mendiola is able to avoid further problems. But again, they're just throwing that ball away. Recovered by Hayato. Just pressure here for Cebu. Constant pressure. Now it's Glenn Ramos trying to go one-on-one. Here's the cross. Too deep there for Hama to meet. As as we remind everyone that Star Polaris is the official match ball of the Philippines Football League 2024, which also means nakaisang oras na tayo rito between Cebu and Mendiola. Rentaro Hama in the 12th own goal in the 15th, back-to-back goals from Mylan and Corsame early in the second half, and that is the scoreline so far. High boot from Kore perhaps, natawagan doon. And again, just Mendiola unable to protect the ball. Corsame, looks like the flag stays. Oh, now it's up. Now it's up. Just a matter of timing doon for Corsame and Mylan. They have been toying with the defense for a considerable part of the last few minutes. Ayusalan, they tried to go direct. Villanueva went out of his area to anticipate that. And now Kore, nilaksan yung second touch, setting himself up. It goes out. Clearance made. Saldivar will reset this offensive for Cebu. Saldivar choosing. Corsame, lots of room. Barely moving even. They have no pressure whatsoever, Cebu. And that is Saldivar. And he knew it na matatawagan siya, na napuruan rin si Saldivar doon sa ginawa niya. From behind, challenge from the back, and kita nyo iika-ika rin si Saldivar. Try to just smile. Obviously a foul there from Saldivar from that challenge from behind, as ito nga isa sa mga reinforcements ng Mendiola, Kami Hayato. And this is again intriguing for Mendiola here is how to protect this ball. Hindi sila nakakakuha ng maraming bola rito, lalo na sa kanilang harapan. Now deep into the left flank. Will this sequence show some promise for the brave men? Into the box, the header. It's poked away. Villanueva preserves this scoreline for now. However, masyadong malakas yung binigay niyang bola rito para kay Ramos. Let's see that once more. So here's the flick, and then the header. Well, either Villanueva got a fingertip save or talagang tumama na rin sa goalpost. Combination of both. But that was Syed Mohebizade for Mendiola, their tallest player on the field, easily. And that's why he's the target recipient ng mga ganong klaseng pasa para gawing header over the smaller defenders, smaller counterparts. Is Villanueva, more activity without a doubt. Jun Badelic, we know the abilities of that guy. Pero in local parlance, ika nga, no, Jun Badelic is the 45-minute papawi session, kumbaga. It's quite the opposite here for Ace Villanueva, just involved in the sequences here in the first 20 minutes or so. Second half na po tayo, 64 minutes here in this match. Dynamic Herb Cebu. Now, without much offense here coming from Mendiola, safe to say that they will, of course, be bagging 3 more points. Although, as we have been mentioning throughout the course of this match, Kaya has already clinched the title from last weekend. And balikan lang natin how Kaya managed to do that. Of course, and foremost, they defeated the Davao Aguilas UMAC. That was also a razor-thin decision or result. As Villanueva waits for the bounce of that ball and then calmly collects. Harvey Gayoso converting a penalty, Kaya defeating Davao. And then ang nakasama rito for Cebu as this header was out. Every time they get the opportunity, Cebu, hindi sila mag-aaksaya ng oras rito. See that once more. Here's the cross. And then Hama. It was just wide. There was no resistance there for Mendiola. Easily could have been 5-0 for their opponents. Just wide. Just wide for Hama, as he could have made it a brace for himself tonight. Given na kay Ace once more, and Ace with the long one. Hama napati doon sa pagkakataon na yun, and trying to contest Behema, but sinasabi ni Behema, bakit niya ako niluksuhan? Parang luksong baka ginawa doon ni Hama, but it was also the path of that ball. That was the fastest way to get to that. And to his defense, nag-swing naman talaga ng braso itong si Frank Behema. Nakita natin yun sa replay. That arm swing. Mukhang napaganda pa rito for Mendiola. At least they stopped the play. They stopped the sequence. And even though there is a free kick here for Cebu, malayo ito. Mas malapit ito sa gitna kaysa doon sa goal. 67th minute. Looks like we have a couple of more changes here for Cebu. Bafu Kurasami just got himself hooked. And we don't know why. Well, he did have a word for our referee. Yoji Selman, Bafu Kurasami ends his stint, 1 goal, 1 assist. Now Yoji Selman, once again the energizers off the bench for Cebu. So it looks like it's going to be Devrim Yannick to deliver. 68 minutes into the contest, 22 more to make it official, plus added time. Here's the go signal. Yannick into the box, and Gore scores! Marius Gore, the crowd favorite, makes it 5-0 for the Gentle Giants on the delivery by Devrim Yannick. Sabi natin may kalayuan ito, not a problem for Marius Gore. The header, the downward header, does the trick. If you're Mendiola, it's got to be frustrating. Just you have to mark yung kalaban mo. Marius Gore sneaking from behind, walang lumapit sa kanya to even just make it difficult to receive that ball. Marius Gore converts to make it 5-0 for Cebu. Yan ang babalikan rito ng Mendiola sa kanilang season in review, ika nga. Which is the individual effort as well of the players. How to polish their game on both ends, of course. Offensively, defensively. For Cebu, when they look back at the season, you know, one positive aspect is they're getting closer and closer to winning it all. There's a runner-up finish. They had a slim defeat to Stallion, and then another slim defeat to Kaya, 1-0. It could have been a scoreless draw. Robert Lopez Mendy changing the complexion of the entire tournament due to that last-minute conversion as we approach the 70th minute. Imagine, no, kung naging scoreless draw yon. That was of course played doon sa Pavia, sa Iloilo, in the Campo Alcantara Stadium. Davao Aguilas also for the most part in that race. Really, those 4 teams. And Davao Aguilas, syempre, runners-up yan nung Copa Paulino Alcantara last year. Pero right now, kinakraps itong si Devrim Yannick. He's played the entire contest so far. Lampas isang oras ng tumatakbo itong si Devrim Yannick. And of course, pretty much involved in the sets as well. So here's what happened. Oh, it looks like it's not just cramps. Napahawak sa likod itong si Yannick. Either yung likod or yung hamstring will now getting some treatment. Down to 10 men momentarily are Cebu. #71st minute. Mendiola trying to sneak one in. He had a great start to this second half. It was just that 5-minute spell, and then it became all Cebu. After that, this ball goes out. No penalty call. Myland goes down momentarily. I think this is Bihema once more. Let's take a look at that one more time. Myland rushing from the right. Bihema sacrificing his body. It's going to be a corner for Cebu. Kaya nang nabanggit natin, again, Mendiola, the way they started the second half, a free kick. They had that sequence where that ball just got into the penalty area. Na-challenge agad si Ace Villanueva na bagong pasok. But after the 50th minutes, all Cebu as they extended their lead. Yoji Grado, of course, give credit to the shot stopper, but it's just Cebu is a lot better than Mendiola as far as team composition is concerned, as far as how they have performed throughout this season. John Renz Saldivar calling it an evening as well. And Eric Orale naman may papasok rito. Camila Amirul and Jaime Rostillo, by the way, sila yung mga hindi naka-uniform dito ngayon para sa Cebu. In case hinahanap nyo sila, and looks like there is a commotion here. That's the last thing you wanted. Montaro Hama is down. We'll get a look at that once more. And now Grabo, perhaps a delayed reaction. Let's see what happened here. Definitely collision between Hama and Grabo. And I think the Grabo had some second motion there, but it wasn't intended for Hama. Parang it's just a gesture. Nagre-reklamo siya sa perhaps doon sa referee. Tingnan nyo ito, nagkatamaan sila and then bumangon si Grabo. Oh, might have shoved Hama, really. And then, of course, Charles Dabao rushing to Hama's defense. Of course, having his teammates back. Grabo is very lucky na he hasn't been sent off. From that angle, it looked like he shoved Hama from the back. Unless, again, he was just motioning sa referee na, "Ref, ano ba yon?" And he was just extending his arms forward. Nadamay lang kumbaga si Hama dahil he was in the vicinity or the peripheral of the goalkeeper. Payusalan, Hamed trying to evade the defense. That was the last sequence. And now look at Demiroglu just hugging itong si Hajimadi, because again there's something happening again. Kaya to Myland, there is at least one yellow card from this picture, and now Charles Dabao, the two captains going at it. And kanina pa, obviously Ahmed Hajimadi is just furious about something. Charles Dabao hindi rin naman nagpapatalo. Inaawat na lang ng kanilang mga kakampi. Of course, Demiroglu was there, Kore was there. Cooler heads. Trying to prevail here. Last thing we want is for this to unfold into something else. It's already the last match for both of these teams. Again, it is the penultimate day of the Philippines Football League 2024 season. The transition, again, it's a transition season here. We'll look forward to more football. Ajimadi from distance. No connection there to a teammate. But, needless to say, as Hajimadi is fouled once more. Now, Charles Dabao is obviously the suspect for that. And a yellow here for Charles Dabao III. Si Edmo Hebzade ang sumugod naman papunta roon kay Dabao. Salad, meanwhile, trying to get an explanation from Samuel Mendoza, our referee, or the veterans here for Mendiola. 77 minutes now. Of course, the Hajimadi getting decked, meaning to say it's a set piece. They have Semblante, who is from Cebu, and the captain, Hajimadi. 4-man wall for Cebu. Try and make it difficult for Hajimadi. Makakaisa ba rito ang Mendiola? 77 minutes. A baker's dozen left. Gus added. Goal signal given. Hajimadi. And it's in! Ahmed Hajimadi. Quality shot as he converts. And pointing, of course, to the entire crowd here in Talisay, Cebu against 4 players. Is that English on that shot? Wow! Great spin on that ball. Ahmed Hajimadi. He will take that home with them at the very least. No clean sheet here for Cebu. Well, for Ace in particular, Jude Badelic did his part. But at the end of the day, it's just a footnote here for Cebu. It doesn't matter whether it is a clean sheet or not, whether it's a shutout or not. They have controlled this match. Hajimadi trying to inject some energy sa kanyang mga kampi, has always been the leader of this Mendiola side. But we know Cebu. Alam natin, Cebu, the propensity na makabawi after maiskura ng goal. Usually it takes just a few minutes for them to take that back. But at this point, of course, you have to manage the minutes as well. It's already a finished season. Just waiting for the final scoreline. Mendiola with 4 wins and a draw against 8 losses. Sinusubukang umakyat, but they are in 10th place. Cebu, 2nd place. And a ticket to the ACL2, the AFC Champions League 2, along with Kaya, of course, the champions. Minutes gone by. Advantage just the referee, but this is not going to develop. Si Hoji Selman was offside kung kukunin yun. And again, kanina pa nagkakainitan itong mga ito. This has just gotten from bad to worse. At the very least, hindi lang hatakan ang nangyayari. I think that is Yusuf Cekic throwing something here. And inaawat na rin siya rito because there's no point doing this if you're Cebu. Even also Mendiola, there's no point doing it if you're Mendiola, and Pafu also has been taken down. Now security, of course, has bumaba na yung security rito. Great effort for them, just making sure everything is in control. Mabilis ang response rito ng in-stadium security. But yeah, for a good 10 seconds or so. Let's see what happened here. Slight show. I see I think Behema and I think Cekic really threw some punches to someone from the other side. Demiroglu trying to restrain him. I think Behema pushed or shoved ito si Demiroglu, and then rush storming out of nowhere was yung ayun na nga, si Yusuf Cekic. And again, this is the last thing we needed. It's a done season for Cebu. Regardless of whether they win this one or not. For Mendiola, it's just about finishing the season on a good note as well. These are just matches that we have to play to conclude the season, and looks like someone also punched Cekic. We have a lot to sort out here, and ang problema rito, dadagdag ito sa added time natin mamaya. But right now, a lot to sort out here, and that is Yusuf Cekic on your screens. Yeah, it could be Coach Dan Padernal dito talaga na nagkagirian doon, Cekic and Padernal. Well, there's Coach Dan getting some treatment from the medical staff. Okay, let's see this once more from the back. I think that was an obvious right hook. Of course, in just to be technical about it. Again, number 33, Behema and Demiroglu. Nagkakagirian. Behema shoves Demiroglu. Kilala na si Demiroglu. Siya yung laging naka-hairdo na pa-afro. And then, Cekic, yung naka-green, of course, storming. And then, boom, there was a punch. I think from Coach Dan. And then, of course, Cekic trying to retaliate. And Cekic obviously will have to be sent out, even if he didn't even play a single second in this match. Here's another look. Definitely hindi lang hawakan ang nangyari do. Although of course hinaharangan yung angulo natin ng mga players na umaawat dun sa dalawa. But the way we saw it in real time, nagkasapakan si Coach Dan at saka si Yusuf Cekic. Unfortunate for the game, for this match. Also unfortunate for the league in general. Lots of CFC, Cebu FC right now from the home crowd. To say the least, remarkable work from the officials here, from everyone on the ground. And of course, you also do not want the fans to be involved dito. It is a small venue. It is very possible that fans will just wait for them sa mga exit. That's something we don't want to happen as well. And security doing a great job here. And to give credit, the fans didn't throw anything to the field. There weren't really bottles or anything might cause harm or injuries to the players. We did not see that. Well, this is going to be a long discussion, of course, for our officials for now. on your screens. Kita nyo, it's 85 minutes. We'll definitely get at least probably 12-15 minutes of added time just for that scuffle right there. Yeah, totally unnecessary for Yusuf Cekic. It's a one game, it's an impending win for Cebu. And obviously, kanina pa nagkakainitan tong dalawang koponan na ito. But it was, it was Myland and Charles Dabao and Hajimadi. And agad rin namang naresolba. But this one, this particular scuffle that you saw unfold, ibang-iba. And so the referee will obviously hand out the sanctions right now. Okay, a yellow for Pitogo. A yellow for Idulan. At the very least, Pitogo and Idulan. Right, medyo naka-zoom in yung angulo natin. At least one player also from Cebu getting a yellow. And then technical area of Cebu collectively also getting a yellow. Well, Cekic is already out. Coach Dan Padernal is already out. Again, it just developed into something more. Obviously a red here for Cekic. He is sent out. Gaya ng nasabi natin, totally unnecessary. We could have just really enjoyed the match from the technical area. Coach Dan, of course, will also be sent out. And I don't know why he's still contesting this. I think we saw the sucker punch. Siyempre, ito lang yung sanctions during the match. After this, that's a different story. Of course, the league will be sending out a lot of letters, to say the least. And now we have to resume the match. Again, unfortunate sequence here. Okay, fine. From that angle again, maybe the word punch is too strong of a word. Maaring, malakas na sampal or hambalos yung unang binigay rito ni Coach Dan. And of course, bumawi si Yusuf Cekic. And again, we have a match to finish. Unfortunately, as referee Samuel Mendoza, ibinigay na yung drop ball. Totally unnecessary here for that scuffle to have unfolded here para sa dalawang koponan na ito. If you're Mendiola, okay, you just wanted perhaps a more relaxed, a more chill flight back home. Cebu, of course, you just want to conclude the season, in high spirits, everyone healthy, getting the job done, looking at the bigger picture. You have the ACL to prepare for. You also have, the mere fact that getting closer and closer to that title. It took just a few games, some swing games, really, that could have gone their way. And it would have been a totally different story. We are going to enter added time in just a few moments here in Cebu.
Playing time.
As this is a counter. Inside the box. I'm not so sure if we heard 8 at the very least. Perhaps 8 minutes. Yes, it is 8 minutes. Corner here for Cebu. Yannick has played the entirety of this contest. Here's the delivery. It did have good height, but the flag was up.
Substitution for Mendiola FC. Player number 37, Melvic Pitubo, replaced by player number 45, Lucky Delgado.
We just continue with the match here. Of course, that goal disallowed. Flag was up. Someone was offside. Lucky Delgado also part of the field now for Mendiola. Mendiola only had 6 players as part of the substitute here, so they're all part of the match now. Well, except for Erlmont Herrera. So you can only enter. You can only insert a maximum of 5 outfield players and then an extra keeper for a total of 6 changes. We are into stoppage time. 5-1 for Cebu rather. For Mendiola, unahin na natin yung Mendiola. Only conversion, Hamed Hajimadi. It was a free kick. A glorious approach on that. Side spin over 4 defenders, 4-man wall. But again, it's just a footnote to what has been a dominant contest for Cebu. Rintaro Hama, 12th minute, own goal, with Hama also getting involved, 15th minute, 2-0 after the first half. And then back-to-back goals. There was a spree there from Gaito Myland and Pafu Korsame, making it 4-0. And then the 5th goal from the crowd favorite, Mario Score, a header from a pass that was virtually unmarked for goal number 5. So those are the 4 different goal scorers for Cebu for this afternoon, or this evening now. 5 more minutes of football at the very least. We send it over to the rushing Cabao. Try to go 1-on-1 against Payusalan. Or Edulan rather. Too much mustard on that strike. Tingnan natin ulit yun. Pataas yung tira na yun. And a good effort from Edulan. Difficult angle there for Charles Tapao III. Wearing the captain's armband for tonight. And you know, of course, Coach Memes Ozata, it's just logically sound to, you know, to rest Yusuf Chekit, Zamoranya Hoatam, Rhino Gutierrez, Tabusi. Yoji Selman running out of real estate there. Pero pinabanda na lang doon sa kalaban so that it would be last touch for Mendiola and another corner taken short here by Cebu. They try to keep it in play. But it's already going to be a goal kick for Joji Grado. Joji Grado, of course, even though he had to concede 5, was still a valiant effort for the goalkeeper from Mendiola. Usually it was really a breakdown in the defense for Cebu. for Mendiola that allowed Cebu to convert on their 5 goals. Well, 3 more minutes of football here. It's going to be a done season for Cebu. A total of 36 points for them. 12 wins. They lost only to Stallion and Kaya. They had a key game against Davao. They took care of business against Davao. But you know, at that time, the race was still as tight as ever. 3 points separating the top 3. Stallion playing the spoiler role here. Winning on the road dito sa Talisay. As they dashed the title hopes of Cebu. And then Kaya making it official with a win over Davao as well. Someone's down right now for Cebu. I believe it's Kore. Play continues by way of advantage. Now the sequence ends for Cebu. About 2 more minutes left here in added time. And if you have been joining us throughout this broadcast, we'll take a look at that scuffle one last time after the full-time whistle. Definitely check the highlights, see all the conversions. I'll give you a good look at that. You know, an anticlimactic end to this match, to say the least. Totally unnecessary for that to even happen. It was just, again, 90 minutes that you have to play because it's part of your schedule. Because the season is still not done. This is the penultimate match day. Marlica Taguig right now in Manila also playing. Laban naman nila United City. Mamaya, Kaya and Loyola, a classic rivalry as well. And then tomorrow, it's the final match day. 3 more matches at the Rizal Memorial Football Stadium. Oh, shot from distance, but that one just goes above and out. Playing a bit of tricks. Syed Huebizade. Lots to learn here for both of these sides, really. Because this one is collected by Grado. It could be the final sequence of the match as well. Lots to learn here for Cebu, but again, the main realization is that they can keep up with any team, they can beat any team. Just a few points away. And that is the final whistle, making it official here for Cebu. 5-1 victory on the strength of goals from Papu Corsame, Gaito Myland, Marius Kore, and Lintaro Hama, plus an extra own goal. Ahmed Hachimadi joining the clean sheet with a spectacular conversion in the 81st, but it's all for naught as the home team makes a 5-1 victory here to formally end their 2024 Philippines Football League campaign. We'll just wrap up this broadcast with the highlights throughout the contest. We do thank you for joining us, not just for this match, but every time there is a match here in Talisay, Cebu. Just the handshakes here, and then the damage, of course, has been done. Not the way exactly you wanted this to end. Great crowd here, as always, in Talisay, Cebu. Only one loss here for Cebu throughout the season. And I'll just take you through some of the highlights. It was a great start for Mendiola in the second half. First 5 minutes, from the 46th to the 50th minute. They had a corner, they had a set piece, They made Ace Villanueva work. However, after that, in just a span of a few minutes, Cebu doubled the lead. That was the first conversion of the second half. Paf Corsame, the assist to Gaito Mailan to beat the defense. This was goal number 3 in the 52nd minute. And then, reciprocating his effort was Mailand. Kay Corsame naman binigay. Corsame for goal number 4, 55th minute. It took them just, again, 3 minutes. Back-to-back goals po ito from Cebu. And then, although Mendiola did have a more fluid, more fluid, more wide open second half compared to the first half that they had, which was just all sorts of tentativeness. It was still Cebu in the end. There was also a testy moment here kung saan lumabas si Grado. However, they were unable to convert. Kore had a shot on target. And then Hama also. There were opportunities aplenty here for Cebu. Mailand also. They had a lot of chances. This could have easily been a 7-1, 8-1 scoreline. But gotta give the effort here for Mendiola for at least preventing some of those. And also a header there from Sayed, but Ace Villanueva changing that. And then Hama, this header with lots of power and speed. Also could have been a conversion, but it was just wide. That's no more than 1 foot wide at the very least. And then this was the 5th conversion. Marius Core from a delivery from way out. This was Devrim Yannick. We remember that. And then taking care of the rest was Marius Core, crowd favorite here, a fixture here, has been playing since the 7-a-side days of Cebu. And this was, of course, the consolation here for Mendiola. Again, great finish from the veteran Ahmed Hajimadi. Displacing that ball. Great placement, and this was the commotion. Grabo realized it and just pointed it out. There was already a commotion, and Demiroglu was there. Let's take another look at that. So Demiroglu and Behema nagka-hulakan doon, and then rushing from the right side of your screens was Yusuf Cekic, of course, wearing the green goalkeeper kit. And then eto na ang nangyari. It was just exchanging of blows. Him and Coach Dan Padernal. See that one more time. Take a look on the right side of the screens. Biglang may kulay green dyan, and boom, a sucker punch. Unwarranted from Coach Dan Padernal, and sadly, of course, Cekic had to retaliate. At least 5 yellow cards were given. Of course, Cekic and Coach Dan naturally had to be sent off red card respectively. At the end of the day, it's a 5-1 victory for Dynamic Herb Cebu. Runners-up once more for the 2nd consecutive league. And lots to look forward to for the next season, later in the year or next year. On behalf of Matchday Media at sa lahat ng bumubuo ng ating broadcast presentation crew, ito po si Levi Verona nagsasabing wherever you are, wherever you're from, thanks for joining us. We'll see you at the games.
Football teaches us how to win, as well as how to accept defeat gracefully. Then go on to do our best in the next game. Follow this trail, boys. Let your opponents and teammates remember your name. Let play a role in the future of football.
With Kelme, leave your mark.
Sige.